Made a huge mistake. If you're at work, headphones in.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to the reason they should have never gave you niggas microphones. That's Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. I'm Little O, and I'm joined by our special guest host,
Shae.
Shae. Woo! Are you excited
What's
to be
up,
back in the
y'all?
chaos?
Yeah, always.
I'm glad. We're glad to have you. As y'all know, Blackheart is on sabbatical, so we have Shae here today to join us because I can't be as chaotic if I'm by myself.
I'm not that chaotic though.
Yeah, I think that it's gonna be good. Because I feel like me unchecked would have been like the FCC might have showed up, perhaps a couple of SWAT teams.
Now they gonna come shut you down.
Yeah, I feel like if there was no one else, it'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, nah, we're not having that.
Yeah, I might have been on a t-shirt. Free me. So we start every episode with our honorable mention, which is where we speak highly of someone for once. And who better to speak highly of someone than someone who's always speaking highly of someone?
Right.
So Shae.
So I just felt like it was only right to make you my honorable mention.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
Because like for staying dedicated to the community for real. Like you really
Thank
be
you.
out here going to city council meetings and speaking up and putting the word out there and trying to get people to rally. And I just kind of was like mad because I wanted to go to the last one and I didn't put it on my calendar. And so I was like, I seen you seen your TikTok about it, and I was like, damn, I wanted to be there, and so but you really be out there. So
Thank
basically,
you.
I'm just giving you your props
I
for
appreciate
that, and because you do. I know it's not easy,
It ain't, but it's worth it. And that happens all the time. I think that city council is usually put at a space where people cannot make it or would forget. So I don't think that's a you thing. I think that's a like, they should probably put it where it's most accessible
Yeah,
thing. So thank you.
no problem.
That was very sweet, but now I'm on bullshit. I have Hotep of the Week. And, well, actually, this one is not funny. Fucking Anderson Lee Aldrich, last night he shot up a gay club in Colorado called Club Q. Have you heard about this?
No, but I haven't really been on social media today for real.
So 5 people dead, 18 possibly injured. It was a punk night at this club. He showed up with a long rifle and 2 other firearms, and at least 2 people in the club confronted and fought the gunman and prevented further violence. And the club says they owe them a great debt of thanks. Officers were sent at about midnight. He was there, 18 injured, several critical conditions. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Colorado Springs, but this nigga, I think they're putting in the article that he pledged allegiance to the Islamic State, but I don't think that practicing Islam is why this fucking idiot went into a club and did this. I think that, the US media is still full of Islamophobia.
Right.
But that's what we know about him right now. And even this morning, I just had whoever did it. And right before I was about to leave the house, CNN announced like they ID'd who did it. So this is really all we know about him. But you're a piece of shit. Let me say your full name, Anderson Lee Aldrich. And I hope you get everything that's fucking coming to you. I hope they throw the fucking book at you. So I don't even have much more than like, fuck you. What possessed you? People are minding their business. It's fucking awful.
I just had to give them a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Like that's just senseless. That, like you said, it doesn't have anything to do with the Islamic community.
Mhm. They're just fucking awful.
And it senseless killings, like they really are happening in all different, corners of, the country right now. Like even rappers are getting killed and stuff too. But it's really like a lot of mass murders,
Mm-hmm.
murdering. Like it's just really out of control.
It absolutely is. And I think about when Jesus. It's unfortunate that I can't even remember which shooting it was. I think it was one of the ones in Florida, and the young woman who was speaking, she was one of the students at the school, and she said that people say guns don't kill people, people kill people, but he could not have killed this many children with a knife. And I think about that all the time when it's like, so you just took a long rifle to a gay club? And this is one of the few instances where we hear like, I hope they fucked him up. The few people who did get at him, and unfortunately, my inferences, I think more than likely those are the people who lost their lives, right? But I hope they fucked you up because people keep thinking they're gonna go in these places unchecked, or like that guy who tried to shoot up the church in Texas and they shot his ass back. Did you see
Yeah.
that? Like,
I
it's ridiculous when the people have to come together and create some sort of contingency plan for these sort of things or protect themselves because the powers that be just won't do it.
But how you protect yourself? You got to get more guns, right?
Right. And I struggle with that because I'm very afraid of guns. I really hate guns, and like I
Yeah.
don't own one currently. And for the beginning half of my life, I was just fine with like, yeah, if we get into it, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? But I think that that's a skill set that's dying, just like the ability to rumble, because people ain't doing that shit no more. They are not doing that shit no more, and it's insane.
Yeah. And even if you do fight someone, they might come back with a gun and
Right.
shoot you and kill you. It's like the only solution is to take away guns.
Yeah. T Grizzly said it best. He said, "If I beat your ass and you want a rematch, it's gunplay, because I done fucked you up and you're gonna want your lick back one day."
Right.
So that sucks.
It's a cold world.
It really is, and it's literally cold, which is not making it better.
Right.
Where are y'all finding the time to do this? It's getting dark at 4 o'clock. Like, even if you did have this plan, when you looked at the clock and you thought it was easily midnight, you was gonna grab your stuff and hit the gay club and do something this awful. When it occurred to you that it's only 6 o'clock, even though it's been dark for hours, you should have said, you know what? I'm not making it till midnight. I need to go to fucking bed. This is just sorry to everyone who lost their lives or is injured at Club Q in Colorado Springs. Crazy. And then we have How Is You Here, which is someone who has bothered us on a more personal level, and is not a nationwide or worldwide jackass. So who do you have?
Oh, you said it's personal?
It can be. So we talk about this all the time. The difference between Hotep of the Week is someone who's like a jackass to the nation.
Mm-hmm.
How Is You Here is someone who bothered you on a personal level. So it can be someone who is a jackass to the nation.
Okay.
But if your little heart went, this is fucking ridiculous, then they're also How Is You Here.
Mm-hmm.
So you got, I probably agree with you.
So I had put Elon Musk,
That's a good one.
but now I'm wondering, like, is it really personal?
I'm taking it personal. I was on Twitter since 2012.
See, yeah, I was up there. I started in 09 and then
Ooh.
I like deleted my profile and I was off for a few years and I came back. But I don't know. I put him because he just I just be feeling like that. How why did you hear about him?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, why did you come in here?
Exactly.
No, we won't even bother you. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Like you put up the money. You said I want to buy Twitter, and then when it was time to go through with the deal, you try to back out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude just is a joke, and then you want to charge people. It's just like things after things. Like you want to charge people for a blue check,
which is insane.
which is insane. And if you paying for a blue check, like
You also on the list.
yeah, because it's not that serious. Like this man, he's a joke.
His face also just bothers me.
Yeah, know everything about him.
Yeah. There's not like a good side to him because doesn't he also have like 12 different families? But maybe I'm just not in the news enough. It kind of felt similar to when they were like, Yahoo is buying Tumblr. This is the end of our days. And Yahoo came and like took all the porn off, and then that was really it. Like the Tumblr niggas is still tumbling, believe it or not. So I'm waiting for like, when is it gonna come and bash me over the head that Elon Musk has done this? Like, how does this affect the average nigga?
Well,
I
I
guess is the
feel like
question.
it affects us because okay, a lot of ever since it's a lot of different things. So like companies have been pulling their, you know, companies off of Twitter, like their profiles, their ads. So now, ever
We gonna
since
have to pay.
yeah, and ever since they've been doing that, I've been seeing like weird ads and promotions on my page. I'm
Yeah.
like, and a lot of the credible anybody can be credible now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the check.
Yeah, and it's just like that affects that affects how people vote. That affects how people treat other people. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like he about to bring the president back. I don't know. I mean, former President Trump. He's about to bring him back on Twitter. Last time I checked, but I wasn't. I don't know if it went through or not. But yeah,
We need to get Jack on the phone. Jack, I don't know why you sold in the first place. We loved you. I didn't know you at all, but you were like the Tom of
but
MySpace.
you know, I mean, he. I think he sold because like Twitter is not like profitable.
Yeah, but we like it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about social media. It's like they keep trying to turn it into a bit like money. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a business, but you need money to run businesses. So I
But like,
mean,
we just up here typing. Why do you need to make money off that? Is this what happened because of the net neutrality thing of like 2017, 2018? Like, is this that coming back to bite us?
is it?
I don't know, because they were like, we can't have this happen. We can't have this happen. They text my phone, write your senators, blah, blah, blah. I wrote the senators, but then they were like, they did it anyways. And I never saw it come back. So maybe this is y'all should have wrote y'all senators.
And I mean, that's the bottom line anyway. Like, I feel like, well, that's a whole different issue. But yeah, Elon Musk, he's my always wise here.
That's a good one. So are you leaving Twitter, or are you a person like myself? I'm going down with the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down with it. Cause I mean, it's just Twitter, you know, at the end of the day. So
Twitter was iconic though. Twitter had a lot of eras. Like, I'm gonna miss, especially Black Twitter. I don't really care about the other Twitters. Black Twitter is like, I feel like I know these people.
yeah. Which is crazy because when we had a Black Twitter, nobody used it. We just kept using the regular Twitter.
I can't text 40404 and get Black Twitter. I'm sorry, y'all did not have the infrastructure that we needed. We really do love you, but it's also like half of Black Twitter is ganging up on them crackers. If we're on Black Twitter, what are we talking about? Who are we ganging up on? We all Black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need something to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame us. I blame them. Well, I also have a Hawaii issue here.
Okay.
It's Taylor Lautner. Because if there's one thing I hate in this life, it's being deceived and not figuring out you were deceived until decades later. Do you know that's a white man?
I'm not surprised.
But did you know he was a white man?
No. I don't even know who
that man is not Native American. Shark Boy. Jacob,
Oh, yes.
not
Yes.
Native American.
I think I did hear something about that.
I'm fucking pissed. You want to know what? Don't come on the scene. Oh, I'm a werewolf. Oh, I'm Native American. And it's all a lie. That is a cracker.
Hold on. So, okay. Go ahead. Where's this going?
That is where it's going. I'm pissed.
Oh, so how did you find out?
Someone on TikTok was saying basically things that are facts that I just will never believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that Taylor Lautner is a white man. And I'm like, well, duh, bitch, you can't believe that because it's false. Google is free. So I get on the free Google. Turns out I'm wrong as fuck. That's a cracker. That is a white man. Dutch, French, and German with quote unquote distant Native American ancestry. Yeah, you and the rest of everybody else, Jacob. You're going to fly for this. You're not going to see the gates of heaven. Native American fishing. It's just not going to happen. I really feel like he needs to come to the forefront and answer for this. Like, you had the hair.
I think he did. Like the time passed when that happened.
Distant Native American ancestry? What are you, Elizabeth Warren? I want a press conference.
Yeah.
I want a press conference. I need him to come to the fucking forefront. We got a couple questions. One, why do you keep dating girls named Taylor? That's annoying. And two, you need to explain to the Native Americans what the fuck you think you're doing here. This is crazy.
I mean, he wouldn't be the first. They do that all the time.
He really had me.
But yeah, I think that came out. I think I found that a while ago. Yeah, it's very deceiving.
He's just a white man. He's just a white man. This is crazy. Even a shark boy, we thought he was native. And now this. And I feel like now I'm super pissed because Jacob could have been a Native American actor. And instead it's this cracker. You're going to fight for this, Taylor.
I didn't even know what he was, honestly, until I knew when it came out, I was like, oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't really keep up with him like that, but I do know him as Shark Boy.
This is fucking ridiculous. Someone said Jacob was supposed to be played by a native actor. However, he did not want to cut his hair for the role due to the cultural importance of hair in native culture. So the directors, quote unquote, had to choose a non-native actor.
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
If a native person is telling you, my hair is important to my culture, I'm not cutting this shit for this film, and the people in the film are supposed to be native, maybe change that.
Yeah.
He could have started doing braids or like whatever.
But I guess they probably didn't question him when he said that.
He was in the movie as like now one of Jacob's family members, but like the actor who was like, nah. But so they just said, okay, now we're just gonna go with someone non-native so we can have a native person cut their hair on film. I don't know. All of you niggas deserve the chair. And I will not be elaborating. Even Robert Pattinson, I just never liked you. I didn't. I don't like him. And I just feel like, first of all, y'all shouldn't have been Team Edward in the first place. But that'll be another episode. Next, we have Let Me Stay Focused, which is our topic of the week. And I'm assuming it's not why has Taylor Lautner deceived us all for decades.
So my topic, the $200 date.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just feel like that's been the topic of the week. That's been where everybody has been shaming people on, their finances.
I
And
haven't seen this. Give me some context.
so I don't even know where it came from, but just like everyone was talking about $200 dates, like, oh, it's, the bro niggas was like, um, ain't no date gonna be $200, and all the bad bitches like, all my dates $200. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
This is worse than Gay Center Thought Daughter, I feel. Like, this is about to suit the nation, or like $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z. Like, this feels that.
yeah,
I'm going to miss Twitter so much.
very much so that.
So, your question is, do I think dates should be $200?
So, I mean, what is your perspective on expensive dates? Do you feel like what is what is too much for a date?
It depends on the date. So, like, I feel like some dates could be $200. I don't feel like all my dates are $200, but I've definitely gone on $200 dates. Shit, a seafood boil is a $100 date.
Right.
That's $100, $150 if you're paying for both people. And my seafood dates be $100 because I'm a VIP member and I get 15% off every meal.
Oh, really?
But imagine, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a card carrying member.
VIP?
Dead ass.
Oh.
I'll show you my card after this. It says Boyle Bay VIP. It's like a debit card.
Yeah. They've been scammed on the sauce lately.
Yeah, I've been saying that every time I go since you've shown me that. Now I get like extra sauce.
For real.
Yeah, because they are skimping. But the point is, a $200 date is not hard to reach. So I don't know, because if you go to the movies, that's not $200. But if you go out to eat, it might be.
Right.
Some people go indoor skydiving as dates, not me.
Sometimes you do multiple things,
right?
And it kind of adds up to that.
Right. If you do dinner and a movie, that might be $200. Unless you're like doing dinner in the movies and get like chicken strips.
But to say like, oh, no date should cost $200. I feel like that's crazy, because
that's absurd.
If you are going on quality dates,
what date would be under $200?
I mean, you even under $200 can be a quality date. Like you can do a picnic or something cute, or go to the beach, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but that shouldn't be the only thing. You shouldn't be just trying to do little cheap shit all the time.
Exactly. I feel like you start with the $200 dates, and then as you start dating someone, the $200 dates become less frequent because you're always together. But I feel like if you're starting with no date should be $200 and 100 of those dollars are you, that's a little crazy, especially with inflation. So like, what are they saying? Like, y'all are not worth $200? I'm not getting, like, I just think y'all don't have $200.
Yeah, that's basically, it's like y'all niggas just don't want to spend no money.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like they think like, oh, women just want money, but it's just like, what's the effort that you putting behind it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why would I want to date you if you don't think I'm worth $200? I feel like I hired a chef to cook for my boyfriend for his birthday next week, and that was $200. And then he got a gift.
That's dope.
Which I don't even want to admit. Like, I feel so slimy. Like, pay for a man. But yeah.
Man, I got a chef before. It was not a good experience.
What? But how much was it though?
It was like 2 something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just something cute and special and intimate. Like, dates can range. That's the whole thing. So it's like, are y'all just out here and doing anything with anybody?
Yes, they are, because they got mad when I said that broke people get the 12-piece swing and split it. They did not like that. They did not like when I said that shit. But it sounds like that's what y'all are doing. Because how are you avoiding the $200?
Yeah.
Or if you don't want, I mean, I'm assuming that men were angry.
Like wings now cost so much,
Yeah.
and if you drink, most people do. Not everybody, but most people.
I feel like you should like baseline expect to spend $100 at the very least,
Yeah.
just coming out the house, and then probably $200. I don't, and like I said, that doesn't have to be every date, but why is it alarming that a date could be $200? Because to me, you say that, I'm like, yeah, shit's expensive. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we don't have
but I
kids
think
either,
that
so
that's true. But thinking about how much dates cost is probably why these men be acting the way that they do. Like, oh, I spent $200, so I expect something from you. Maybe if they, have the price that present in their mind, that's why they're mad. Or like maybe they're upset because they had to budget the $200, and then it becomes non-sustainable. But I think then we spiral into why they were mad at me before, which is when I said if you're broke, maybe you shouldn't be going on dates. They wasn't fucking with that
yeah,
either.
and that's really the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's really the bottom line, and it's I don't know. I guess you really shouldn't have to tell people that, but I mean, you live and you learn.
Did you see that guy in the comments of the when I said they buy the 12-piece wing and split it? The guy who was like, I hope you mean men and women. And I'm like, well, I said broke people.
Right.
Men and women are people who hurt you. And he just fucking flipped out on me. And then I was like, are you still here? And he was like, yes, I am. And let me find that shit. That shit was, I was like, whoa. Why would you even assume I don't mean women if I purposely went out of my way to not say if broke men?
Right.
Like, if you don't have any money, you should be getting more money or finding new and creative ways not to spend the money you have, as opposed to going on dates. I don't see the problem with that. But that was deeply offensive to this man, to the point where I think he wanted my head on a stick. It's not happening. Let me see. Oh, he deleted his comment. Isn't it tragic?
Yeah, because that was dumb.
It really was, because the only funny comment that someone deleted was, I think, on our TikTok. And there's a point where after I say that, I stare into the camera and they were like, not a thought between those eyes. And I'm like, yeah, just vibes.
That's hilarious.
I thought it was funny too, but I guess they thought it was too mean. I thought it was funny if you're out there, because I wasn't thinking. I just had a couple things to say. Oh, wait. Let me see. I hope that goes for both men and women. Duh, question mark, I said. Who hurt you? He said, so making a comment with no aggression about keeping your statement equal means I'm hurt, question mark? Well, if I'm hurt, you're broken. Shrug emoji. Internet got you twisted, shorty. I'm praying for you. First of all, bitch, I don't want your prayers. So don't waste your own time. I said, mystery internet man. People is a genderless term. Your assumption that I wouldn't be talking about everyone who is broke as opposed to just med shows you got something going on, and I am praying for you. I thought that would be the end of it. He says, again, you're broken. And if you want to speak on proper use of words, what assumptions did I make, question mark? I said, hope. That's not an assumption. The only assumption is you thinking I thought you only meant men, considering I said men and women. Take a step back, reread without aggression, and stop letting this internet make you think everyone has a comment who has a comment is attacking you. It's actually sad. I already spoke to God about you, and he said you'll figure it out someday.
What? Man, he spoke to God about you.
I don't think you spoke to God about this situation.
Like, what?
I said, here's another improper use of words. You're dragging it. Get a fucking life. And he said, it's okay to accept accountability and realize you got aggressive about a simple, non-aggressive comment. Grow up, little girl. I put, you're still here? And he said, indeed.
That sounds like a stalker.
I did not respond to the indeed because it's like, this is the most attention you've gotten in a while. But the men be angry. That's the point of that. And so I also don't think he has $200 for a date. But do I think a date could be $200? I don't get what the argument is. What are they saying? What is the men's argument, that y'all are now worth $200?
Basically. And then I mean that's not what they're saying. It's just like, oh, um, ain't no date gotta. My dates don't be $200.
If your date's not $200, you're going out of your way.
If you're not paying $200 on a date, bro, like you're really not even doing nothing.
Right.
It costs $100 to step outside.
It does.
Literally.
Yeah.
And $100 is like $10 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, it's just like you said, if you can't afford to date, then you don't need to be out here. You don't need to be expecting things because you dropped a little money.
Right.
Barely.
And if you think that building a partnership is not worth $200, then maybe you're just not in the space to be dating, right? Because is that not the point? Like, if you don't think that having someone by your side is worth that, then stay your ass in the house.
Yep.
Because the fact that you're even putting this on Twitter so that years from now, if Elon Musk doesn't kill us all, another woman who could potentially want to date you could see you arguing to the death about $200 during inflation.
Right. Well, not first. Well, no. Our first stimulus check. How much is that? 600.
I don't know, because I was a dependent, so I didn't get it till like I got all of them at once.
Oh.
But I think it was $600, and then it was throwing $600 on the unemployment, right?
Yeah, it was scamming.
They wasn't balling then either. Y'all wasn't spending $200 on people then either.
They know they was. Yeah, but when you get broke, you get tight. So,
because it's not lost on me that the crab shortage started after the stimulus checks. The crabs ain't been short all this time.
The crabs is fighting back now.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I've seen plenty.
Yeah.
You see the one crab, he's in the stew. He grabs the cob of corn. This nigga eating the corn.
Eating it, yeah.
He said, well, mama said there'd be days like this.
He said, it's fine.
You know, at this point, what can I really do? I also think it's weird to like make your own crabs just because I couldn't kill it. And then you put them in alive. You don't even crack them. You know what I'm saying? Over the head.
No, you let them torture them, basically.
I wonder if they make noise. You think they make noise?
I think they make like a little noise. Like, it just sounds like steaming water though. Like,
oh my God.
It's fine. It tastes great.
I also think that if I saw an Alaskan crab, which is like, isn't that the snow crab? I eat snow crab. I feel like if I saw an Alaskan crab in real life, like think about how big the legs are. I think I would shit myself. Think about it. Like big ass crab. Watch this on YouTube. Big ass crab. Think about how long the legs are. Mobbing. Just
yeah.
Think about the claws. Think about the claws. It's gonna get you.
It's gonna get you. I'm out.
That's an Alaska problem. Because oh my God, I'm not even gonna Google that. I would pee myself. Oh my God. And think about the king crabs. Yeah. But like alive. And when they're alive, they're not red, right? Because they're red once they're boiled.
They blue. Ah, but I don't know if that's like all crabs. Like all crabs are blue.
I've mostly seen like blue crabs. Like the crabs recently that have been circling the internet, they all been like blue or gray. Yeah. Even when people catch lobsters, they're like brown. Right. Whew. I can't live like this. Let's move on to some valuable advice for before I never eat my favorite food ever again because I live in fear. Could you imagine? Are they fast? Do you think they're fast? Yeah. I think they do move fast. I mean, fast enough. Yeah. Like, fast enough to catch you? Or you think if you're running? Yeah, I think if you're running, you might have a chance. But, I mean, I don't know. I think they are pretty fast. And then they mad as hell. So you could, in theory, probably turn around, kick that motherfucker, but it's mad as hell. It might grab on to the shoe. Yeah, I don't know how Sarah Palin does it. Anyways. I I have advice from Umar, and that is where we take a no context Dr. Umar quote and turn it into actual valuable life advice. I was telling someone the other day because they're like, Dr. Umar is dumb. I'm like, duh, that's why we turn it into valuable life advice. If he was sharp as a tack, it would already be valuable life advice. So there's that.
Some of y'all Negroes are sick. So we're going to move on. We need some therapy up in the chat room. Thirsty ass people this morning. But anyhow, some of y'all Negroes are sick. So we're going to move on. We need some therapy up in the chat room. Thirsty ass people this morning.
But anyways, what I took from that Dr. Umar clip is that many people, especially Black people, us Negroes, are sick. They need real help. On the other hand, they refuse to fucking get it. So from the we moving on anyways, you gotta move on. You gotta leave so-and-so who's doing the nut shit behind. Because if they're not seeking help, they're not doing anything about it, they are very content wreaking havoc on you, the townspeople. Maybe it's time to say, you know what? If you're not going to do something about this, I have to do something about this. And the something is disappear from your fucking life because you're bugging. That's what I took from that.
Good advice.
Thank you. Because these people are not in fucking therapy. And there's a difference between people who are not in therapy and people who have zero intention of getting into therapy.
I'm not in therapy, by the way, right now. But I have been.
Right.
A couple times.
Right. As opposed to therapy is stupid. Everyone around me is suffering because of my behavior. However, I will proceed with no caution. What are you supposed to do with that? If someone's acting an ass, they don't want to get better, what I'm supposed to do? Sit here? So I would recommend one of these online therapists to the viewers, but they have not given us a code, nor have they paid me. So many of you will have to suffer if you don't do it on your own, because I will not be doing it for you. However, if you're out there and you're listening and you happen to work for a company that does online therapy and takes insurance, because a lot of these companies don't fucking do that, please hit us up at letmestayfocused at gmail.com. And we will be happy to take your funds to make our chaotic viewership. A lot of people who listen and enjoy this podcast probably need therapy, I feel like. Not just because we're a Black podcast or a woman-led podcast, but because it's pretty unhinged. I'm in therapy.
I feel like all the Black community just needs therapy.
We do.
Because it's fucked up.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth of the matter.
And it's about to get worse because a lot of y'all niggas thought Twitter was therapy. A lot of y'all niggas thought Twitter was therapy. If Elon snatched that from you, where are you going to tweet, niggas is snakes, stay away from me? Where are you going to put that? Where are you going to put, you bitches are fake, don't hit my line? There's no more place to put that. And if you go back to Facebook, you're going to need more therapy than before. Because that ain't nowhere to play around at. And also, that's turning into, what is it turning into? The, where you wear the goggles and you.
Oh, meta?
Yeah, the metaverse. Y'all niggas gonna get beat up in the metaverse. So you need to get a therapist. Because people already, the beta testers for the metaverse got assaulted in the metaverse. So they are not fucking playing around in there. Did you hear about that?
No.
This lady, the metaverse beta testing, they don't even got fucking legs. She got assaulted. The other beta testers of the metaverse assaulted her avatar.
What? No, like.
I'm dead ass.
Sexually?
Yes.
You said they don't even have legs?
They don't even have legs.
But virtually. That's sick.
And that's why I'm saying
That's sick.
Facebook is not a safe place for you niggas. And Twitter was your therapy before. You need to seek out a professional.
Social media really not. We're seeing the long lasting effects of social media
You mean like the Twitter goodbye party? Or you mean like us, we're seeing it as individuals?
as individuals. Like we're seeing it go down. Like
Yeah.
everything's on fire right now.
Everything is on fire. That's fair. But I also sometimes wonder, was everything on fire before and we just had no way of knowing? Like, did we just know less before? Either way, I don't give a fuck. You niggas need to seek actual help. Niggas in the genderless sense. I feel like y'all was using Twitter as therapy. And it's really unfortunate that Twitter got to this point because before y'all was using Snapchat as therapy and I got off of there. And then y'all got hip that people was not watching your black screen. So now you on Twitter bothering us.
Please get off Snapchat though.
Yeah, let's dead Snapchat.
Like please let it go.
Every time I get a fucking notification, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I still have this?
It's so funny.
It's a damn shame that absolutely exists.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't say.
Maybe they over there tweeting, like posting shit on Snapchat that they should tell their therapist. And they know nobody's up there no more for real. So they telling the business.
I think they be posting other stuff out there.
Remember when Pretty Ho was popping on Snapchat? Snapchat had its own era. Pretty Ho.
It really did. Like, it really did. But yeah, I gotta let it go. Just like you told me, I gotta let Blackberries go.
You do have to let Blackberries go. Everybody has to let something go, and we can work on this through therapy. So, in summary, Elon Musk is a dickhead. We're praying for Colorado Springs. Yep. Most dates are $200. If that is shocking to you, you are broke. And I hate to break the news to you. A lot of you niggas need therapy. And if you don't get therapy, we're going to have to move around.
Period.
And Snapchat is not happening anymore. We'd prefer you left it behind. And free Pretty Ho.
Free Pretty Ho.
Is Pretty Ho ever getting out?
I don't know.
I asked Fine Ho about it on Twitter. She didn't answer.
Probably, though.
She had all them girls with the tattoo of her name.
Yeah.
Because her name was Melanie, right?
I don't know.
I feel like we can go without letting people know how long Pretty Ho got in jail so that they're not holding their breath. Hold on.
Let's see.
Pretty Ho jail time. See, Snapchat did have an era. She got 15 years. Woo!
Yeah, she gonna get out, though.
She's going to get out, but she got sentenced in 2019.
She just getting started.
Damn, they didn't let her out for COVID. They said she is a menace. This shit says a South Los Angeles pimp and prostitute known as Pretty Ho on social media was sentenced Thursday to 15 years behind bars.
But for sex trafficking. What she do? Because I don't fuck with no sex trafficking.
Well, she was a pimp. That's considered sex trafficking.
Oh. Okay.
They call her a pimp and a prostitute. She was working double duty. Oof. Okay. Wait. We might not want to free Pretty Ho. A South Los Angeles pimp and prostitute known as Pretty Ho on social media was sentenced Thursday to 15 years behind bars for using the internet to try and enlist underage girls to work with her on the streets. Melanie Williams was sentenced to the mandatory minimum of 180 months in prison for her plea to a single count of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. The federal prosecutors wrote in court papers that the 23-year-old Williams is a prolific pimp who recruits her victims via her celebrity status on social media and then forces her victims to engage in commercial sex acts while the defendants retain the profits. Sounds like a pimp to me.
Yeah, but it's the underage girls is getting me.
But my thing is she targeting underage girls or are the underage girls just on Snapchat?
Right. It gets tricky.
It gets tricky. So we'll say she thanked the government for removing her from that awful lifestyle and wrote that she was profoundly sorry for any pain and trauma she caused. Yeah,
15 years is steep.
as a mandatory minimum. That's the problem with mandatory
Right
minimums.
on.
So
I mean,
yeah,
she got some remorse. She has remorse.
she has remorse. So we're gonna go with free Pretty Hoe ?
Maybe.
Maybe we should go with just hope Pretty Hoe learned her lesson. So we're gonna go with that. Pretty Hoe, we hope you learned your lesson, and when you get out on the other side, hopefully they'll be waiting for you. If they didn't let you out with the COVID shit, you go and do that 15. But hope you're doing good in there. They gonna make her do mandatory minimum. You can't get parole.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. Okay.
Well, the attorney wrote that Williams is intellectually disabled and was herself a victim of human trafficking. See, I don't know. And then Pretty Hoe says, I understand that now I have to pay the consequences. I don't know. I can't read too much into this. The overarching theme is I feel bad for Pretty Hoe. Seems like a victim of circumstance to me, but being traumatized is not a reason to traumatize others. So we're going to go with Pretty Hoe. I hope you learned your lesson. When you get out, we hope that Twitter is still standing so that we can know that you're free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tragic.
Hope she gets some kind of, I mean, it really ain't no benefits to being in jail, but sometimes they get stuff, programs and stuff like that.
You're in our hearts, Pretty Hoe. In theory, we're not sure. We have to do more research. That's been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. We will see you next time. Bye.
All right.
You gotta say bye.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.